Hey guys, welcome back. We're continuing my vinyl haul for August and September. In the last video I shared with you guys my jazz records. This video is going to be a little more rock and pop based, a little more varied. So let's continue. Next, I have For the Whole World to See. And this is one of those classic records that kind of just fell through the cracks back in the 70s. This actually didn't get a proper release until 2009, thanks to Drag City Records. This is Detroit proto-punk band Death. There's a great documentary, actually, if you look on YouTube, called A Band Called Death. I really recommend you guys check that out. This is really good stuff here. Here I have Brian Eno's Here Come the Warm Jets. This is actually, there's a series of reissues of Brian Eno's first 4 albums, so this is one of them. They're half-speed mastered, so they sound wonderful, and they were remastered at Abbey Road Studios. If you haven't heard any of Brian Eno's solo work, I highly recommend. This is a great place to start. Next, I have Cocteau Twins, The Pink Opaque. This was released in 1986 on 4AD Records. This was the U.S.'s introduction to Cocteau Twins, and this is a compilation of their first few albums. And there's not a bad song on this thing. This is a great compilation. Alright, my favorite psychedelic cowboy, Lee Hazelwood. This is the soundtrack to his independent film Cowboy in Sweden. Light in the Attic did a great job on the packaging of this record. They even gave us a little Obi strip there. Fantastic record. What can I say? Also on 4AD, we have the Pixies, Bossa Nova. This is their 3rd proper studio album, released in 1990. This album's really surf guitar based. This is really what I think is their last great album. Alright, I got another reissue here. This is Gary Newman and Two Way Army replicas. This was released on Beggars Banquet in 1979, and the sounds on this record from the Moog synthesizer are very like dystopian and chilling. Think George Orwell's 1984. Next, Mazzy Star's sophomore album, I think. Yeah, this is So Tonight That I Might See, which is just a great record. I don't know what to say about it. Some of my favorite tracks on here are Fade Into You, and Mary of Silence is like, man, it's like The Doors, The End, really cool sounding. And Into Dust, of course, and Wasted, another great track on here. Yeah, great, nice album. All right, I was in San Diego, for the last month or so, and went to a few record stores down there. One of those record stores was, what was the name of that record store? M Theory Records. And I heard this music the guy was playing in the store, and I asked, what is this? Is this Julia Holter? This sounds really good. And he said no, and he showed me this record. This is Brianna Morella, and I don't know, I liked it. And but when I got it home, it's on clear vinyl, which I'm not a fan of. It just didn't sound all that great, so I'm not quite that happy with it. But I do like the songs on here, so I don't know. you know, you win some, you lose some. But I did pick this up at the same store. This is Kate Bush's Kick Inside. This is a really great record. Alright, next I have Talking Heads album, Little Creatures. You know, got some hits, And She Was, and let's see what else is on here. Stay Up Late. You know, not the best Talking Heads album, but this is certainly a good one. Next, I have Stiff Live. This is a Stiff Records compilation. Pretty neat. Still has the hype sticker there. I think it's still in the shrink wrap too, even. But anyways, yeah, this has got a lot of great artists on here. Nick Lowe, Reckless Eric, Elvis Costello, Ian Dury and the Blockheads, and also Larry Wallace. Did I say Larry Wallace? From Pink Fairies. He does a version of Police Car on here that I really like. Next, I have an electronic classic here, Tangerine Dream, Phaedra. This is on Virgin Records, released, I don't know, gosh, maybe 1973, 1974. I don't know, I have to double check on that. But yeah, this is, if you like krautrock and early electronic music, definitely check this out. These next couple records, or 3 records, are some guilty pleasures I've got. You know, I'm a big Blondie fan, so whenever I see a Blondie record and the price is right, I'll pick it up. So this is The Hunter, not her best album, but still, there's a few songs on here I like. You know, Island of Lost Souls. The Go-Go's, Vacation. And finally, The Go-Go's, Beauty and the Beat. This is the first pressing with the peach cover as opposed to the blue one. Alright, also when I was in San Diego, I went to this record store called Record City, picked up this copy of Bob Dylan's Free Willin'. Huge Bob Dylan fan, so I was really stoked to get this at such a great price. I also picked up, for like $5, Tim Buckley's Greetings from LA. Now this record is more geared towards like honky tonk actually. This is not as avant-garde as some of his earlier albums, but still good album. Tim Buckley, Greetings from LA. And then at my local record store I picked up, out of the Dollar Baron, found The Who live at Leeds, and this was actually in really good condition. I mean, the cover's a little beat up, but the record itself is in great condition, so couldn't pass that up for $1. And then I found this at the thrift store for 50 cents. The Donovan Barabajagal. I never heard of this album before I saw this, but I love Donovan. My dad loved Donovan. That's how I got into him. So I was really happy to find this one. And I listened to it, and it's great. It's a fabulous album. All right, getting down to the end here. Saving the best for last. The other day, I was at a local music shop, and I found this. Very early pressing of Love's Forever Changes. And I shared this on Facebook the other day, so some of you guys have already seen this. But yeah, this is a masterpiece to my mind. Alone Again, or A House Is Not a Motel, Red Telephone, You Set the Scene, and so many great tracks on here. This came out on Elektra back in 1967, which coincidentally is the Summer of Love. So there you have that. So yeah. So that concludes all my records for August and September. I hope you enjoyed that. Leave a comment below if you saw anything you found interesting. Until next time, thanks for watching.